What's up, YouTube? What's up, fam? What's up, everybody? Guess what? I am back home. I am super excited, super stoked. I am back home. Florida was a nice little break, was a nice little vacation. Went down, did some learning, some stuff for my work, my job, you know, all that stuff. You know, got to do a cool drift event, meet Adam LZ, Big Boost, Taylor, everybody. It was awesome. But back to reality. We have our own drift car to build. We have our own project stacking up, and we just lost 3 weeks. So I don't know what to do. I did register for a drift event. No Star Bash, June 15th, Killcare in Dayton, Xenia, Ohio, whatever. Make it out there, check it out. Either way, today we are going to just basically, before we get head deep down into things, we're just gonna run some errands and do some things. We're gonna go pick up the paint for the engine bay. It's primered, so that the only other viable option now is to paint it. Oh, look what we got out the garage today. It's a sunny day. It's not super warm, but it's not super cold. This thing's been sitting for a while because of all the salt and stuff, but we had a lot of rain. It looks like the roads are pretty clear, so we're gonna take her out for a drive. All right, guys, we just arrived at Napa. I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna try to have the paint guy sprinkle his magic, mix up some goodness, and once I get it, I'll share it with you guys. So I hope you're excited. We're picking up the paint. The engine bay is getting really close to having some color. What's up, everybody? All right, we're back at home. We ran some errands, ran to Walmart, ran to the paint store, ran to the Dollar Tree, you know, random things, trying to get a few things, and guess where we are? The place that you probably have not seen for weeks because I haven't been home, but here we are, the Clutch Kicker Nation garage, CKN. Wonderful world of magic. I don't know. Either way, this is where it all happens. It is filthy. It is dirty. Like always, I can't keep up on the cleaning. I'm just too busy. But once again, it is nice to see. It is nice to come home and see this. I mean, hello, welcome home. It was so nice. I couldn't believe it. And, you know, just a little sneak peek. There's a little something hidden right there. A little something, something right there. That goes in a little something, something right there. We'll get into that later on another video when I do an update for the RX-8 because I have some packages and I bet you're wondering what they are. Either way, here's my paint. Just got it back, and let me tell you, I love this color. We're gonna take this out in the sun real quick. So here we are out in the sun, and I'm hoping that you can see that wonderful color. Oh yeah. She gonna look good. So here's our paint. If you're curious on everything, this is it. This is Sherwin-Williams or Martin Sr., depending on where you get it, paint. This is their Crossfire, their economy brand, nothing fancy. I didn't want to go too expensive, but this is LP2. Here's the composition of this paint if you're interested. I'm super excited. I can't wait to paint this engine bay. It's gonna look amazing. May have a little surprise when it comes to painting it. I really wanted to paint it today, but we still got to sand it and kind of prep it and stuff, so there's just no way that's going to happen. But I also got a little something to try out. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to work yet, but I did pick up a little bit of intermediate blue pearl. I'm thinking about sprucing up the clear coat a little bit and doing a coat or so after the base coat to give it a more of a pop. I don't know. I'm curious to see how it comes out. Comment down below if you want me to use it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably going to use it anyways, but I like the interaction from you guys to see what you guys' opinion on it. Maybe you know the color. Well, the pearl is called intermediate blue pearl. Maybe you've used it. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, it looks like ground up powder, so it's kind of hard to see exactly what it's going to do. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm getting in today, but I do know one thing. I started taking apart my subframe because that's my knuckle off of that side, and I need to get this knuckle off here. So my buddy Neil, he's going to do my knuckles. He's gonna cut them and do all the magic angle mod stuff. I know I was probably just talking about starting on the subframe and getting the knuckle removed and everything like that, but we've had a change of plans. So I was reviewing the weather for the next couple weeks, and I'm pretty much screwed if I want to try to paint anything because it's just gonna rain and be crazy. But today it's like 55, and right now it's below 60% humidity. So we're gonna send it. We're gonna throw down a few more things of plastic on a few other things, and we're gonna paint this engine bay. So I'll just show you guys what I'm working with. So you've seen the paint and everything like that. The clear coat I'm gonna be using is U-Pol. This is their 2081 Brilliant Clear. I'm not sure how easy it is to find it. It actually took me a while to find it, or at least when I bought it. It might be more available now, but it just seemed like they were pushing their other clears at all the US places and everything like that that had U-Pull. I wanted to try U-Pull just out of curiosity. You know, I've heard it's pretty decent clear. I got it pretty inexpensively. It's not dirty cheap, but it's not gonna break the bank. It's heard it's really good, it's inexpensive, it shoots really well, so we're gonna give it a shot. My wife's gonna be home in about an hour, and honestly, I'm gonna see if she will lay the first coat, or at least start it. She wanted to try painting it, I don't know. I'm gonna try to convince her to get in a little bunny suit I got for her, and see if she'll just lay down some paint. I figure, I mean, shit, what's the worst that's gonna happen? It's a drift car. So I would actually like it more if my wife messed up the paint a little bit, and just knowing that she did it, you know what I mean? That's just like, to me, I'd be like, I don't care. You know, I had my wife paint it, you know? Like, I got my wife to actually paint my engine bay. So to me, that even if she were to mess it up a little bit, I wouldn't even be mad. I would be happy just because I got her to do it. So hopefully that's exciting. Hopefully I can get it to happen. You know, she's had a long day. I came in at like 1 a.m. this morning. She had to pick me up from the airport. So she's tired as shit. She's worked all day. Me, I've been driving around picking up paint and random stuff. So it's a little different. But I'm going to see if I can get her to spray a little paint on there and everything. So yeah, let me just get this engine bay prepped. I got about an hour before she gets here. And I'll update you guys as we go. All right. Alright guys, so we've given everything a scuff. We got the heater running. Right now it looks like the surface is anywhere from 50 to almost 60 degrees. So we're right borderline, right where at the minimum range. It just means we're gonna have to give a little longer time for flash. I did convince the wife she's gonna spray a little bit. I'm not sure how much yet. I don't know yet. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited to have her do a little bit and just, you know, kind of be involved in the build. It's really, it makes me excited when she kind of gets excited to do things like this. It is like pulling teeth because she's not really the most camera-y-ish person. And stuff, and she just got off work, so it's asking a lot of her to come out here and be in my video and do dumb shit, but she's super cool. That's why I married her. So I'm gonna get her suited up, I'm gonna wipe this down, and we're gonna get to laying some paint. All right, everybody, so the engine bay's cleaned as best as I can do it. I mean, whatever. I've sanded it, I've scuffed it, I've cleaned it twice. You know, I'm a little bit nervous because this is the moment where all the hard work and all the prep work is gonna be shown when I lay paint. So I'm like, you know, a little nervous. I want it to come out well, even though we're doing it in a crappy garage with not the best conditions, and I know there's gonna be dirt, I know there's gonna be problems, but you know, I still have a small fear the paint's just gonna rip off. One day I'm gonna come in the garage, it's gonna be on the ground. I know it's not possible, but it's still a fear in my mind. Either way, we're here with my wife, Ashley, our wonderful painting professional. Look at her. She is like so ready to paint. She's got her getup, and she's going to, for her first time in her entire life, she's going to try to paint.
But not the important.
Here's the secret. I've only painted like twice, and I'm gonna try to teach her how to paint. So, we're gonna see how this goes. I convinced her after a long day of work to come out here and join me in my antics as we paint my drift car, because that's what we do in the CKN garage. We just pull shit out of our ass. So, I'm gonna get set up, I'm gonna mix some paint, and you know, we're gonna see what happens, you know? So, here we go. All right guys, so step one, you know, we're gonna mix this paint up, we're gonna get it nice and thoroughly mixed so we don't have any chunks, and all the pearl and all the metallics and everything are like that. I wish there was more light here so you could really see how nice this purple is, but here momentarily, once we get a coat on there, you know, you'll see the full impact of it. I mean, this is such a beautiful color. I know it's been done a lot, and I know a lot of people have it, but I wanted it purple, and this was the easiest color because they weren't gonna mix me they weren't gonna mix me a custom color, so I just went with this color. So yeah. Either way, I'm gonna sit here and get this all mixed up. This is a 2-to-1 paint. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's Crossfire. It's Martin Senior's economy brand paint. So if you have never mixed paint before, you're pretty much gonna find out what ratio on your cup you need. So like I said, this is a 2-to-1 ratio paint. So you're gonna come here and you have a 2-to-1 ratio. So now what this is for is if you're using a system that required the base material like your paint, a reducer, and a hardener or whatnot, you can mix all three together, but we're going to ignore this last column since all we have is a 2-to-1. So basically it's pretty simple. You fill it up to 5 with your paint, you fill it up to 5 with your reducer, and that gives you the amount of paint properly mixed so you can spray it. Alright guys, so I switched to the GoPro and everything like that. We mixed up our paint, we got it in our paint gun here. I'm going to show my lovely wife, my assistant here, kind of the idea. She's never handled a paint gun before, so this is going to be kind of interesting, but I'm just going to kind of show her the idea and everything like that, and then I'm just going to let her play with painting it a little bit. She just wants to spray a little bit. She's not going to paint the entire engine bay because that would take way too long, no offense, but she wanted to she just wanted to spray something. So first I'm going to just check some settings on the gun, make sure it's spraying decently. That looks fairly decent. We always want a 6 to 8 inch fan and stuff like that. So here we go. Oh, that looks so cool already. No. Okay, you kind of see the idea? Alright, so put that on. Look at it already. This goes on your head. You gotta take it off your face. Oh God, baby. Put this on your head. Lay down. Yeah. Ow. And then pull it around your glasses. And then hold this. Ow. And give me this. If I pull your hair, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Alright, there you go. Okay. Alright, so you kind of see, you just don't go real slow. Do what? Alright, so now just come up here. And we're just going to... I know. I'll hold this. So just reach out as far as you can. Pull the trigger all the way. It's a 2-stage, so pull it all the way, and then just pull it outside. You don't have to hold the front of it. Just reach it over there, over there. Pull the trigger. All the way. All the way. Just pull it. All of it. Go. Slower, slower. Down. Closer and slower. Alright. Now come over here. And we're going to come right here on the top. Yep, all the way down and go. Squeeze and pull and go. Like a little closer. There you go. Slower. Now go again here. You're too far away. You see how it's all spread out? Get closer. Yeah. Go. Slower. Get all the way over here. Get in a little closer and pull. Go. All right. Alright, so there we go. We laid the first coat and everything. Did you have fun painting? Yeah. It's kind of a different experience, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That was neat. Kind of difficult. It's heavy. Yeah, gets awkward.
It's too heavy.
I know. I really need to get a, and actually what's funny is I have one, but like a rubber hose for my airline, because that like polyethylene, nitrine, rubbery, I don't know what the hell it's called. Anyways, it's really stiff. It's not very flexible. It's very awkward, and so you kind of have a trouble when you're trying to move around the gun because it just doesn't bend. It's like literally like a solid, non-flexible tube. It's horrible. I hate it. I have a better one. I'm just too lazy to hook it up. One of these days I'll do it. But we got the first coat down. We're going to give that 10 minutes or so to flash off, and then I'm going to continue painting. So stay tuned. I'll update you after I get a couple coats on and we get some real coverage. Say thanks to my wife. who is just putting up with my shit and coming out here and trying to paint a little bit. You did a really good job. Proud of you. You did good. I hope you learned something. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, so here she is. Base coat's all down. I know it's not the best lighting, but I'm just so happy to see color on this bay. I made some mistakes. I'll admit it right now. I'm no painter and I made mistakes. This is the first time I've tried to use a gun and actually paint an engine bay, and I'll tell you, it's a little more difficult than I originally thought, just because you got a large gun. I should have probably used a smaller gun. You know, I'll learn that next time to get into some of the tight areas, but it's kind of hard to get in some of the areas to get coverage and stuff. And you know, hey, I learned a lot this thing. This was a big trial and error, but I'll say there's color on the engine bay and it looks amazing. I don't care that there's some small runs. I don't care that I kind of may have modeled the metallic flake a little bit and you know whatnot. I really don't care. It's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. We weren't going for show quality. We didn't, you know, prep it for show quality, but considering what we started with, I can't stop looking at it. Considering what we started with, the rusty, disgusting engine bay, this is what she's looking like right now. I mean, I am just stoked. I'm ecstatic. It's just looking so good. It's probably sat for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Gave it a little extra time to flash off. Mixing up some clear coat now, trying out this U-Pole Brilliant Clear. Like I said, I heard it should be really good. It's the 2081 2-to-1 mixture. So, you know, this gallon here, you know, pretty much will make me like a lot. So, you know, a gallon and a half or something like that. Either way, I'm super excited. We're gonna mix this up. We're gonna try out the Vilbus knockoff that I have here. We're gonna give it a shot, see how she does, and we're gonna lay that clear. So I can't really record, it gets too misty, too foggy, whatever in here while I spray, but I'll update you guys when I make some progress. Hopefully you're as excited as I am. If you like the color and you're excited to see this engine bay painted and completed, drop a like, you know, thumbs up the video. If you're stopping by just because you want to see how I painted my bay, then, you know, hey, subscribe, because you never know. We're always doing something in the garage. You know, Clutch Kicker Nation don't stop. We're here to drift, and we got to build cars in order to drift. And don't forget, cop a sticker. You know, support the channel. You know, that money goes right back into the channel. You know, so if you're interested, just check out my website. Cop yourself a sticker. You know, throw a couple bones my way. That way I can invest in the content, into the car. You know, and everything. It's just, it comes full circle. Either way, if you don't buy a sticker, if you don't subscribe, hopefully you enjoy the video. I'm gonna get to spraying some clear coat. Alright guys, I'll say it is misty in here and everything like that, and this is flashing off, but I will say it is looking really good. I mean, the clear coat is really doing its job, and it is just, I'm super excited. But we have a little bit of a surprise. So right here, this is some pearl that the guy at the paint store kind of hooked me up with, and we're gonna put some of it in here. So yeah, we're gonna dab some in this clear coat. And we're going to see what it does. So stay tuned. I'm gonna hook this pearl up. Oh, I don't even know if you can see that, maybe because of the blue towel, but if you can see it, oh, look at that blue pearl in there. I'm gonna like that. So I'm gonna throw some of this blue pearl in here, and we're gonna spray the second coat, and then I'm really excited to see how this pops. I think I mean, LP2 purple is such a beautiful color as it is. I think with just a blue shimmer in the clear coat, I think it'll really just make it stand out, bring some character to it, change it up a little bit, make it a little unique, and just, you know, hey, I like to live a little dangerous. So let's try it out, let's see how it goes. I'll bring you back when I get all the clear coat on and clear this garage out so you can actually see what it looks like. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so just to give you guys an update, I've laid down 2 coats of clear. That's all I really need. I mean, it is a drift car and everything like this, and this is a production type clear, so 2 coats should be fine. 1 medium wet, 1 pretty medium or heavy actually coat. Pretty much is how I went about doing it. So pretty much I spray it like I want it to look. That's just my mentality. I don't know, I'm not a professional, but I do like a medium wet coat where it pretty much lays down like I want it to look, but a little lighter than my final coat. And then the second coat I go ham and I make it look like glass. And you know, hopefully we don't have any solvent pop or any issues like that. So far it looks good. I would say it looks amazing. Obviously I made some mistakes. I have some runs in the base coat. I didn't really notice any runs in the clear coat, but there probably is somewhere in some hidden areas. But I mixed the pearl in the second coat of clear, and I will tell you, I love the outcome. It is still foggy in here. I should have my mask on, but I just want to record some of this for you guys because I'm about to close out the video because the car is going to just sit and dry. But I'm going to get a light on this so you can see how this looks. So, here she is. I don't know if you can see just the way the color is. I mean, I don't even know if the camera's picking it up, but it is like purple, and then the blue pearl does exactly what I wanted it to do. It just really pops. So like over here is where I made most of the mistakes. I don't know if you'll pick them up, but you can see there's some runs in the base coat coming from the stitch welds. Whatever, I'm not worried about it. Overall, this looks amazing and everything. I just can't even give you guys a good example other than just like, look at that. Looking good. And look at that off the gun finish. Just laid it like glass. I'm not a professional painter by any means, but you can see that there is just minimal orange peel. Like, I got that to lay pretty flat. I'm really excited. Look, like these strut towers just amaze me. I'm trying to get in here so you can see this finish, but it is still really foggy, so it's hard to tell, and I'm trying not to touch it, but yeah, I'm just really excited. I wish I could push this car outside tomorrow and see what it looks like in the sunlight. Wish you guys could see it in person. It's better than I could have ever imagined. Honestly, I can't believe it's painted right now. I'm in awe. I'm really stoked. I can't believe it. I mean, I set off to do it today and I did it. And I did it in my dirty ass garage. I don't give a fuck about what anybody says. Look at this. Look at this filthy ass garage. I'm sorry. This garage is not the prime candidate for painting. I mean, I barely swept the floor. I just pushed it back and blew it with an air hose. I didn't lay water. I didn't do nothing. And I'll tell you, this is one of the best paint jobs I've ever done. Normally I do them outside, but I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. So I'm gonna close it out here. I'm probably cutting off hours and minutes of my life breathing this stuff in, so I need to get out of here. But that's it. The engine bay's painted. We can move forward. Project Drift S13, whatever, is moving forward. We are getting closer. Well, not really getting. We're one small step closer to getting it built. So 2018, we're coming at you pretty hard. We're trying to get everything together. We are going to continue to make moves. So if you enjoyed the video, if you are excited as I am, and you are happy for the outcome of the paint job, give this video a like, thumb it up, share, subscribe, pass it around, everything. Cop a sticker, support the channel, support the build. Either way, whatever, I hope it helped you out. I hope you enjoyed it. So later.